Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we will be using a square picture panel to make cute mini gift bags. These are great for hanging from the tree, as an advent calendar or for small presents. So let's get started. You will need a panel with small picture blocks on, mine measuring about 6 by 5 inches. Yours can be bigger or smaller. We also need some fabric to make the top and back part of the bag, and some basic sewing supplies and ribbon or twine for the drawstring part. First, you need to cut out your picture blocks. You can use scissors or a rotary cutter and mat. Now let's cut out the other pieces for the bag. So we have our picture block and we need a strip of fabric for the top that's at least 2.5 inches tall and as wide as the block. The back piece is as tall as the front pieces sewn together and as wide as the block. You will also need a small square of fabric for the buttonhole on the front. Mine's about 1 inch squared. I have cut out all the pieces to go with each of my picture blocks so I can batch sew to save time. Start off with sewing the top strip to the block using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Next, we need to create the buttonhole for the drawstring to go through. We do this by taking a small square of fabric and drawing a rectangle on the back of it. This can be as big or small as you like, as long as your ribbon fits through and is less than half the height of the strip of fabric at the top. For my 2.5 inch strip, my buttonhole is 1 by 2 centimeters in size. Fold your front piece in half to find the middle, then fold the top strip in half lengthways and press. This gives you the area to place your square of fabric on, in the center but no higher than the midpoint on the strip. Place the square face down and pin in place. Now sew along the rectangle lines you have drawn. With that sewn, we need to cut away the middle to create our buttonhole. We cut it in a Y shape into the corners. I find it easier to fold the piece in half and cut into it slightly, then insert the scissors and cut towards the corners. Be careful not to cut your stitches, but get as close as you can into the corners. We now have a hole. Push the excess fabric through the hole to the back. Pull the fabric flat against the back and iron to smooth it out. Once ironed, sew around the rectangle again to fold the fabric in place. Let's add the back piece. Line it up with the front right sides together and sew down the sides and along the bottom. Make sure to leave the top open. I am quickly going to snip the corners off to reduce bulk when turned out. To create the channel for the drawstring, fold down the top edge 1/4 inch and finger press or iron. Try to keep the side seams flat by pressing them open. Then fold it down again so the folded edge meets the stitching line under the buttonhole, where we stitch the strip to the picture block. Pin to hold in place. Work your way around the bag, pin as you go. Flatten the seams at the sides to reduce bulk. Repeat at the back, keeping the same folded down distance all the way around, keeping it even and straight. Once you are happy, sew along the bottom folded edge to secure in place. Turn your bag right sides out and use a pointed tool to push out the corners. Be careful not to push through your stitches. Give your bag a good iron, especially at the top. Let's set some ribbon or twine for the drawstring. Choose a good length of the piece you want and attach a safety pin to the end. Push the safety pin into the buttonhole and work it around the top until you reach the other side. Remove the pin and with equal lengths both sides pull tight and tie a bow. That is your mini gift bag done. Complete the rest of your squares the same way. Add numbers to make an advent calendar or fill with sweets to hang on the tree. Customize your bags to hold small gifts. If you have any questions, don't be shy and check out my links for fabric panels and supplies. Thanks for watching.